All right, here we go again. Chance Priest, Priest Toy Safari, episode 36. Always posted first on Priests, Monsters, Aliens, and Superheroes on Facebook. We try to get them on our YouTube channel, which is Victory Comics LLC, and of course we have Victory Comics LLC on Instagram for the toys we make and my artwork and stuff, and that's also on Facebook. Well, I tell y'all what, I made this video last week. Gamera, I was promising a friend of mine, because he loves Gamera. I said, okay, I'll put some out there. And I made a really good video. I even watched it back 2 or 3 times. And man, that might be my best video I ever made. Well, of course, it had some music or something. Just Facebook, YouTube, none of them, they wouldn't let me put it up. So anyway, I had to put it up. I put it up and I thought it actually worked. It was some of y'all watched it because y'all told me, hey, where's the damn sound, idiot? Well, it wasn't my fault. I made sound. I could hear it. Anyway, couldn't get it on there, so no sound. Anyway, so here I am, same tub, gonna rock and roll again, do it all over again. I guess now we'll do it from the bottom up though, because it, tubs went upside down. Okay. So, you know what? I even forgot. I found some more since I did this video, and I forgot. So, anyway. Oh well, hell, I just ain't perfect. What can I say? And I don't rehearse that. I know I probably should. I ain't no good at this. Anyway, okay. So anyway, here we go. Gamer video. By the way, I never edit one either. I don't like fakeness. I don't like dishonesty. I'm big about that. Because maybe every time through my life I was ever dishonest, it didn't get me nowhere. It got me, and so I just decided to just be honest, be myself, no matter what comes. And it sure has worked out good. Sure has worked out good. Anyway, so, okay, with Gamera, y'all, here's a big old Baragon. Anyway, with Gamera, that's my first monster love. I know everybody's is Godzilla and all that stuff, but not mine. Mine was Gamera. And I grew up watching, Saturday Matinee, and they'd have Gamera on there, and I remember up until I was older, I couldn't even remember his name. I just knew I loved, which, imagine that, me not remember the name. But I just knew I loved that flying turtle, I just knew that. And my best buddy in high school, which we were first best buddies in 7th grade, and then I moved away, I came back, and we were in high school together. Anyway, he was always a huge Godzilla nut. Now, he loved Gamera too, and I love Godzilla too, but we kind of competed at everything, but mine was Gamera, and his was Godzilla. But man, I tell you what, the more and more, even the older I get, I just love Gamera more and more and more. I should have hung some Killer Gamera posters because I have one hellacious collection of Killer Gamera posters. Anyway, okay, well, we'll start off with this guy, who's a Baragon and who ain't got a mark whatsoever, and I don't know what it is. It's long as heck, so anyway, and Baragon is one of my favorite characters. Bar none. I love Baragon. He's so awesome. He, okay, I can't even talk about it. I get like emotional. See, Baragon, of course he's just mean as hell, and he comes on there and wants to kill everybody, and he has this killer tongue that comes out, the big old long sticky lizard tongue with a big ball on the end, but it has this devastating freeze ray that freezes everything and kills everything. So incredibly awesome, right? Like, why would a big lizard have that? That's only Japan. That's so mind-boggling. But even more mind-boggling than that is he has a death rainbow that it goes over and it just, turns you to skeletons. It just, I'd love to see him go against Hedra, because they're both kind of that, they give me that feel, that I pass over you and kill you. So anyway, I love Baragon, and that's my favorite movie too. I really thought about it too, because Giron is Giron's probably my favorite character of all the monster movies. But man, I love Baragon. I don't know. It might be a toss-up. Anyway, so anyway, I don't know who made these, y'all. They're like crystal. Is it Slash that made these a long time ago? I don't know, but because I can't find any to compare. But anyway, they're like clear crystal guys. He was up on my shelf for a long time, so he's got a little bit of dust. But anyway, you can see all the crystal, and I've got more of these crystal guys. Like Hair is a Gaios in crystal form, different color, but crystal, same deal. And I mean, they look like the old Nito pops, pop-offs of a Nito. And anyway, crystal, Gamera, awesome, seriously awesome. There's another Baragon in crystal. I guess there's the dark and light crystal. Crystal dark, crystal light. Crystal light, y'all remember that? They still have that stuff. Anyway, I remember those commercials all the time. Anyway, there's a dark one. And like I say, I don't know who made them, but they're cool. I've had all these for a long time. 10, 12, 15 years. Maybe longer. You always think about like the modern Kaiju and stuff, and then people are like, oh, that's modern, and then you start going, man, that was from 96 or 98, and you're thinking, man, that's 20 years ago. That's hard to believe. And it makes you feel old as hell. Here is a Marmot, I'm sure. Yep, Marmot Gaios. And anyway, love that. Here is I'm gonna do him in a second. There's another, there's a classic right there. That's your old Marmot Vinyl Paradise Gaios. And I mean, who don't like, I mean, the movie Gaios is just, Gamera versus Gaios is so awesome. Just, I don't need to say it. Y'all seen it. If y'all hadn't seen it, man, get to it, They're Space Gaios, and who doesn't love him? Because, of course, Giron slashes him to little pieces, makes sushi out of him. I don't know if you can do that out of a space bird, but he does. So it's awesome. I just love it so much. Here is Jagger. I think that's the way you say his name. That's the way I always have, Jagger. Anyway, just like all this stuff, I just pronounce it the way I always have my whole life. I'm wrong. Like I say, every time I'm meeting and talking with Japanese people, I say it all wrong because they laugh at me. But that's cool because, I'd like to hear them talk some of my lingo, Of course, I wouldn't laugh at them, but maybe a little. Anyway, there is a Gaios. Not really sure. Was it Marson? Yeah, Marson. He's kind of like a little kid, almost like a little kiddie version of Guy. I like it, though. I think it's really cool. And I'm sure, like I say, I'm not a completist, so I'm sure I'm missing some from this one and that one and this one and that one. There's a Morrison big old Baragon. And I think that looks like a copy of the old Nito big Baragon that they made. It's a cool figure. Not my favorite Baragon, but a cool figure. Sweet tea, it's a must. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Gamera's like means a lot to me because it's like growing up, I don't know. I just almost sounds like I'm big about romance and stuff. That's what my family always says. I romance this and I romance that. Well, I do, man. I really romance Gamera and the movies and the creatures. And I know some of the stuff is hokey, especially when you get into the later ones. Kind of like Godzilla too. It's all like kid based and stuff. But Japan, they just had that way of you got like a kid's movie and all of a sudden you got this incredible blood spring, saw off an arm or, like Gaios, using that laser to just, cut off arms and, blaze a trail through something's body and blood squirting out, I dig that, man. I don't know why. I think it's so cool, and you put the old kid factor in there. It's like, oh man, it's just wild, right? Anyway, so I love it. And I just, I do romance things. I get onto stuff and I hang on to them and I love them forever. My wife, we're coming up on 30 years when we start dating. So that just tells you when I love it. I hang on to it. So here we go. Here is a Marmot Gamera. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I guess that's a vinyl paradise too. From y'all know me, I'm supposed to have glasses, but I don't. It looks like 98. So anyway, I think that's when that's from. Anyway, there is a really cool, I don't know who made it, but it's a Virus, and it's blue, and you don't see a blue Virus every day, so I like Virus. I thought that was a good, there's a giant Tokyo Tower, which is classic. Here is a Marsan, I think they call those bubble blowers, right? They're kind of squishy and they have a hole in their mouth. So anyway, there's one of him, Gamera. And here is there's a big old Vinyl Paradise Zegra. Zegra, man, that's one of the best designed monsters ever. If that just isn't just, look at that beak and the teeth and the shark-like, just, freaking space shark. You know, I don't know what he is. He's awesome though. Anyway, it's been years since I've watched Gamera movies though. You know, I don't know. I probably put Baragon on recently, but that's about it. You know, in the last year or so. Here's a really cool. I don't know who made this. Can't see anymore. It's all Japanese, but that's another thing about me, y'all. Y'all notice? Y'all know it's like, oh man, how comes he got all these toys? He's not an expert or whatever. Well, I can recognize it, and no, I actually don't want to be an expert. I want to have fun with it, like I'm a little kid seeing it for the first time at the you know, like when you used to run in Toys R Us or KB's or whatever, and you run in the back and you're like freaked out at the first time you see something on the, you know, and they got the brand new line of whatever, and you know, you're like, oh, you know, that's why I don't watch previews to movies either, because I like to go in there first shot and be like, oh, you know, freaked out. These days, hell, they show you everything on a preview, and I don't know, I just like that feeling of like not knowing. So I try not to get too in depth. Maybe if I find it, maybe I'd research the price a little bit. Like I figure out what I want, and then I research the price so I don't get, you know, and I don't have to get the cheapest one. I just want to get a fair deal. You know, that's it. Anyway, he's cool. Look at that little crashed up Tokyo. There's the train and everything. And Gamera. A Toy Graph, I bet, made that though. That's because it looks so Toyography. Can't read it. Woo, man. Glow in the dark. Ridiculous. That thing is cool. Man. And you know, I just got to thinking, I bet you I have a whole nother deal of Gamera figures, because I've got ones with flames shooting out of the arms, and I mean, you know, the holes, the turtle holes, whatever the heck you call it, the sockets. And man, this guy's in a, we're gonna open it. I like them open. I do like to protect them in little plastic bags, but I like them open. This is a beautiful Zegra. It must be seen. Look at that thing. Yellow with pink, and I'm bad colorblind, so I could be wrong on that, but anyway, yellow with pink and silver and green, and man, I love all those color variations. I like mixing it up. It's awesome. Oh, here's the man himself right here. Look at there, Giron. That's love, buddy. Y'all know I was a knife maker for years, pro knife maker, high dollar custom work, and he's a samurai sword head monster that shoots Chinese stars out of his forehead. You know, I get lightheaded thinking about it. It's so awesome. What's awesome is when you go, it's ridiculous. Boom, they made a movie of it. Not ridiculous in Japan. I love Japan. Both my grandfathers fought against the Japanese, and they had nothing but respect for Japanese. I love Japan. I love their, or whoever's making this stuff. Maybe, you know, whew, awesome. Oh, candy containers. You already know I'm a nut for candy containers. I love them. That's a, he needs a little hair dryer. Work his wing back in there. But little Gaios, green one, awesome. Here is a Just look at the colors, y'all. What is up? What is up with that? That is so awesome. I just saw these last week. I'm just having a fit over them again. It's because we don't have a place to sit. You know, we're still in the warehouse. The house ain't finished, so I still don't have that place to set up the big, beautiful mecca that I'm gonna do, the toy mecca. Marsan, awesome, big old boy. Look at that pink shell. Tell me that ain't pretty. I love pink. Pink on monsters. Woo! That's probably something wrong with me from growing up in the '80s, but I love pink. You know, Don Johnson, all that, 80s. I do. I love hot pink. I don't know why. Just love it. Okay, there is like the same Giron I had out earlier, but this one's clear. Awesome, translucent, whatever you call it. I wish it was full of pipe cleaners, and hell, I wish his stuff full of something cool. You know, those fuzzy balls that are sparkles. Those would be awesome. Anyway, he is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And no, probably like very little of this I would ever contemplate selling. So if you see something and I'm sitting there harping on how awesome it is, well, you can probably forget it. Anyway, candy container, Giron, awesome. By the way, I martial arts my whole life. I'm very proficient with a knife and a sword and all that stuff, and I love it. I love it. I love teaching it. I love doing it. So that's another thing. Giron just turns me on. 97, Baragon, love it. Love it. Love it. And you know, something I was talking about toys on another video, or probably have a million times and keep forgetting. Who cares what it's worth? I got guys that go, oh, that thing's crap. They're only go for 40 bucks, you know. Man, good. I hope the coolest ones in the world are only $30 or $40, or I can pick one up for 50 bucks. Man, that's like the highlight of my life, you know. Just because something's expensive don't make it good. Y'all should all know that, man. But man, I love these things. Okay, this is cool. That's an exact repop of the old Nito ones, and I've had to smell it a couple times because man, I mean, everything about it is exactly like the original, but he's not. He's a repop. So I don't know who made that, but boy, they did a good job. Let's see here. Oh, look at that, crawling Gamera. He's a Marmot for sure. Marmot's really the best. I mean, overall, can't hardly beat Marmot. I mean, granted, there's some really cool ones from different companies and all that stuff, but I mean, Marmot just makes the stuff, you know, just the really cool stuff. And I like their older stuff too. I mean, I like their newer stuff they're coming out with too, but you know, I don't know. I just love Marmot. It's probably because when all this stuff was brand spanking new, I was buying it brand spanking new, you know. So I even have, I mean, this stuff's like 20 years old, so I already have nostalgia for this stuff, you know. It's not even like, well, I bought that, you know, the other day. I've had it for a long time. There's a Space Gaios candy container. Awesome. Love it. Freaking love it. Awesome. And, oh, look at that crazy virus. That's got to be Marsan or something. Marsan does some wacky sculpts. I don't know. It's all in Japanese. But anyway, that's pretty wacky. It's pretty awesome. I like it. I like it. Oh, got some more down in here. Oh, look at this. This is another one of those weird, like, Marsan, yeah, a baby looking, you know. Don't ask me what series that's from, but it sure is cool. Like a little baby. Anyway, of course, I love that Giron. And a couple more floating. A couple of puppets. There's a Gaios finger puppet and a really cool blue Gamera finger puppet. And I've got tons of Gamera stuff that's the smaller stuff from Japan and all that stuff. And I got the old Nito stuff too, so I love Gamera stuff. Anyway, so first video I've ever redone with stuff, but hopefully this one will get put on and go, and y'all can see all this cool Gamera stuff. Anyway, more videos to come as usual, and like I say, I'm gonna try to keep it up, make them every week. I get busy, y'all, you know, and y'all also feel feel free to comment or post y'all stuff. Man, I love seeing when y'all post stuff and comment, and it's fun. I just like having fun on here. That's all it's about, just having fun. Thank y'all again.